Dear viewers, welcome to another candid conversation here at the Assam Royal Global University. Today's guest is someone who's made physiotherapy and Indian cricket almost synonymous in the 80s and the 90s. And back then, while Kapil's Devils were lifting the spirit of a nation, there was one man quietly lifting the team's spirit, literally Dr.Ali Irani. And if cricket is a religion in India, then Dr. Irani was its high priest of recovery. He was the one who made sure our heroes could run, dive, and smash those sixes without hobnobbing in their mid-innings. And today, he is here not just as a healer of bodies, but as an inspirer of minds. So let's pad up for an innings of wisdom, wit, and some much needed stretching. Dr. Ali Irani. Sir,
thank you.
Welcome to our university here in Assam, the Assam Royal Global University, and especially on this day when it's the World Physiotherapy Day. We heard you address the students, and the way you inspired them, I have no words to share my experience. However, my first experience when I saw you was when I was in class 4, when you were here in Guwahati with the Indian team.
Yes.
And running down to the field to do mending on someone's knee. So that's how it all began. And that time, physiotherapy itself was a new word for all of us. But today, let's start off by asking you this question, whether you think, how is it to manage a team of cricketers inside a dressing room? Or do you find it more interesting and different managing restless students in your universities that you visit?
Thank you, D'com. Thank you for inviting me for your podcast. Thank you, this Assam Royal University, great campus. I would say Far East, one of the best campus I've seen.
Thank you, sir.
Next campus I would rate would be in Far East Shillong, Assam Rifles. Beautiful campus they have. But physiotherapy-wise, for student-wise, one of the best. So hats off to your management, your chairman, lovely university, and you have a lovely team. Since morning I've been noting the way they work so religiously. I'm happy, comparing them, they are all superheroes. So to deal with them, you have to listen to them also.
True.
So if I have to differentiate them, the student, they listen to you. I don't have to listen to them. I just answer them and they are listening to me. But when you're seeing a player who's playing for the country, they have always a lot of questions to ask you. And you have to deliver, you have to answer them, you have to protect them and see that they are back into the game as soon as possible.
Seriously. And that's a serious job. And we know that from Sachin's back to Kapil Dev's knees, everything was under your control. And you were the one who used to liven up the spirit of the game and of the players. But I would like to ask you, how important then is the trust factor in physiotherapy and deep inside you as a person who has seen it all?
See, my job was to see that they return back safely and they should be fit when they get back to the game, because it was the honor of the country.
Right.
They were playing for the country. So if they play well and they are fit, we win. We get honors to the country. We always wanted to be on the top of the world. So bringing them back safely and super fit was my job.
Great. And I heard you today, your thoughts on how to respect your mother. Because those are blessings which you can't equate anywhere else. So we heard you, but I thought for a very global audience, would you share that thought again with us on this podcast?
It's not my words, but I had heard it from on television. Okay, we have to remember we can die in this world so many ways. We can die of heart attack, kidney failure, road accident, plane accident. Many died during COVID. So to go from this world, there are so many ways.
Right.
But to come to this world there is only one way, through our mother. So I feel the mothers should be respected. I did a lot for my mother. So I would always advise, if one wants to be successful, they should have the honor to take care of their mother. Of course, both parents.
True. Thank you so much for that. And another thing I was very curious about, and I'm very curiously asking you this. Do you think a human being can survive all kind of ailments without medicines? In the sense, I'm not talking about something that's totally broken down or something of that sort, but if there's an ailment, and if you're not well, do you think the body heals itself, and do you think physio enhances the speed of it?
The problem with most of the human beings are, we have to eat to live. But most of us live to eat.
Right. True.
Right. So maybe one of the reasons is overeating. Why not? I feel if whatever problem we are getting nowadays, we pay money, we buy problems. Then again, you want to pay money to get rid of the problem. Sleeping in time is important. Overuse of mobile phones is destruction. So your phone being on a charger can increase your voltage. Voltage is equal to inflammation. Inflammation is problem in your body. So one of the way how to, everything has a reason and everything has an answer. So if you can walk on a ground, plain ground, on grass, on mud, so you ground yourself, you de-earth yourself. So de-earthing is very important. Earthing is an important part. That's how I always say that the chargers of mobile phone don't have an earthing.
Right.
That means they want to give you extra voltage, so you get problems and then you go after solving it. Healthy eating, right time eating.
The mobile companies will be after you, sir. Yeah.
I had received a call why I'm bothered about the chargers having 2-pin. But I said, yeah, 2-pin means they don't have a earthing.
Earthing. And it's a serious concern.
And I have proved it. I can show you, okay, you may go 12 to 15 volts with a charger in your hand, mobile on a charger, and you just hold it. Your voltage will go 12 to 15 extra.
And from what I have seen, and today I have confirmed it, that the practices that we talk about, the values, the traditions, like blowing onto a shank, which is now like a decoration piece, enhances your lung power and also keeps you fit. So would you kindly elaborate on this point?
If you go to Kanyakumari, there are a lot of shank being sold. They'll write your name immediately. You will buy as a gift for your friends, for your teachers, for your colleagues. They write the name and give you. So shank was not for as a paperweight. Shank should be used for blowing. If you blow 8 to 10 times every morning, your vital capacity will increase. So all the people who died during COVID, their vital capacity was less than 1.5 liters. Anyhow, normal average Indians have it hardly 2 liters. Most of the Indians have below 2 liters, and most of the females, Indian women, have less than 1.5 liters. So the lung was made for 4.5 liters. So how to increase the vital capacity? Blow shank. At least 8 to 10 times every morning, your vital capacity will increase. Increase of vital capacity means more oxygen going to your lungs. More oxygen going to your lung is blood takes it to all over your body, your brain, every part of your body. So healthy living, wellness comes from basic is good breathing.
We grew up in the early 70s. At least I did. Now, those days, we never heard of gyms. Now, gyms are mushrooming everywhere. It's almost like a fad that everyone has to go to the gym every day, either in the morning hours or in the evening hours. Now, I've also heard, on the same lines, how physical ailments are increasing. What do you think about this culture of people not doing their things naturally and taking artificial help? If I'm placing it correctly, sir, you'll be better to take a response on this.
I feel life has gone so easy. Only thing which has not yet come is a machine giving you a bath. Washing machine is washing your clothes. There are robots that can clean the house. You hardly have to bend down. But earlier days, you were washing your own clothes, putting it on drying on the terrace or on a string, removing it, ironing it, cleaning the floor, making the beds. This was burning calories. So let's, if we divide healthy living, suppose you are eating 4,000 calories in a day and your burning is only 3,000. So you are saving 1,000. Now that 1,000 saving of calories, 7,000 calories, 1 kg. So that means almost every week or every 10 days you can put on 1 kg.
Wow.
So whether you are burning the calories you are eating. So I in short feel that we are not made for 3 meals. We are either, you should decide one very good meal, whether you want to call it breakfast, whether you want to call it lunch, or whether you want to call it dinner, or whether in between all that you have one good meal and rest you can be on fruits. So I feel fruits have been made for breakfast. Your breakfast should be fruits. So either have a lunch or a late lunch and one good meal, which will be a proper full meal, which includes protein, carbohydrates, everything. But Indians have been seeing morning they want breakfast, then they want a good lunch, then evening break they want something snacks, again dinner, and then again if they go out again a dinner. So we are overeating. If you are not, we should eat whatever we can burn.
Right.
So
that's a good balance.
Yeah, we have to. And early sleeping.
Early sleeping is like a boon from what I
I feel the repair time of a body is 11 to 4:30. So whatever you want to do after 11 o'clock, thinking I'll sleep at 12, but in return I'll get up at 10 in the morning.
We lose an hour.
So you have lost 1 hour of repair. The body repairs itself naturally. Don't miss that.
And coming to this vital point of science, coming in a big way, of course, but balanced well with discipline and patience is a win-win scenario. What are your thoughts in this regard?
See, everything has to be put in a balance. I'll advise everybody, increase your sleeping hours by 1 hour.
Okay.
If you tell me I sleep 6 hours, I'll say make it 7. And if you say I'm sleeping 9 hours, I'll still tell you make it 10 hours. So increase of sleep by 1 hour is a boon. Many of the problem get solved by it. So eating at the right time. You should eat at least 3 hours before you sleep. So between 6 to 7 p.m. is the best time to sleep, and by 10 o'clock you should be in your bed. Then get up anytime, 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 in the morning, and whatever you're going to do late night, do it early morning.
And it's so fresh. I remember you stating at one point in one of your lectures about how in the morning hours the whole body rejuvenates. Like how animals are better than us.
Yeah,
I remember
ozone.
that point. The ozone.
See, science says 1.5 hours before sunrise, the universe releases an ozone, which is very, very good for our health.
Right.
So, when studies were done, getting up early morning was told in all religion. But because people didn't know science, it was put under the label of religion. So people were asked to go to temple early morning, church early morning, whether you go and get up and do your namaz early morning. So everything was told early morning. But I don't think so God requires us to get up early morning if it was not good for us.
Right.
So the good part about it is the reason came out much later scientifically. Okay, the universe releases an ozone which is good for us, and animals and bird knows better than us. There is no animal or bird that doesn't get up 1.5 hours before sunrise. They breathe ozone, and the first thing they get up is they go and have water. In jungles, they sleep also nearby water, so as soon as they get up, they can go and drink water. We don't also even remember the whole day when we had a glass of water.
True, sir. And I remember my grandfather, used to tell that elephants in our side, in Assam, when you cross Nongpo, Nongpo is the midpoint between Assam and Shillong. Elephants don't go beyond Nongpo because they don't like the taste of water.
Oh.
So I'm sure I agree with you when you said so categorically that animals are more sensitive. And that brings me to the point of how do you think this generation, the generation that's connected to machines from all sides, even for them stretching is grabbing a charger early in the morning when they're still sleepy and connecting the phone. all of machines, and how do you think now they should do a balance?
Everything is under remote control.
Okay.
We want to ring a bell, somebody to get a glass of water for us. Everything, the television, you can change the channel. Fans nowadays and lights are on remote control. So if you go back 30 years back, the televisions were fat and people were slim. Down the line 2025, the televisions have become slim as a paper and people have gone fat because they refuse to even get up to change the channel. They want the remote to change the channel. So you're not burning the calories required.
And I have seen one thing in common. I have been, in this field of doing theatre as a very passionate exercise. I've seen that in my family. And I realized that what we do in directing a play is something very similar physios do. When you are in the green room, when a play is going on, everything is perfectly timed, then I see that the same thing is with the physios inside the dressing room or whenever there's some action happening. So do you think that everything, creative, non-creatives with humans, should definitely have a physio to tell the right points and the right connects? Do you think that helps?
See, going way back after winning the World Cup 83, there was no physio with the team. With all the injuries and whatever was going on, there was a very strong report by the manager. All the team had a physio with them, but India didn't have. It's that time that in 85-86 the selection of the physio started. So I was lucky enough, I was treating Hanuman Singh in Bombay Hospital when I was working, God bless his soul. He was the chairman of selection committee. He was the first one to just give me a hint. You should apply, we require a physio for the Indian team. Then as things went on, finally I was selected to go for the Reliance World Cup 87. But the best part about it is after physio entering the cricket team, the first sports team in India, we showed our caliber. We showed that it is important that a sports team should have a physio. So today every team, whether it's hockey, football, cricket, tennis, badminton, any team, wrestling, shooting, all have a physio with them. And some of the players have the personal physio with them.
Right.
So the importance, I feel sometimes it is the confidence that is there if a physio is around. Now most of Bollywood is in Mumbai.
Yeah, the
so major scenes, the fight scenes, the falling, hitting, all that thing that we are seeing, they make it a point that the physio is there. The first call comes, some people even ask for 2 physios to be there. All the live shows that you see on television, there are 2 physios sitting there. So I feel one, the star feels confident, kuch hua to we have the backup.
Yeah.
And 2, if God forbid injury happens, the physio immediately sees. So player also ground is confident that if I am injured, how bad I am is not his problem. He has to just shout for a physio, and if the physio goes and takes a call, whether you can continue playing or you have to get back and we have to treat you.
Right. And that's why I think there's a lot of confidence and trust factor with physios in every sphere. And we keep telling our mass communication students that you have to correct your posture and your gesture, so that takes away, that gives a lot of confidence.
Body language.
What do you have to tell the young generation, and everyone for that matter, about the correct posture? Even when you're sitting or you're playing or you're dancing, what do you have to share?
In short, when we get up, first thing we do is we brush our teeth.
Right.
So we flex, we bend forward. Then we are cooking, we are making things, and we are driving or riding, then we are working. And always remember, night when we sleep, we cuddle and sleep. We sleep on our right or left. So I say we remember our posture when we were in the fetus of our mother. So I always give an example. Here is the shape of baby in the fetus of the mother. The head is down, right? So we cuddle and sleep. So we don't do anything to unwind. That's why Surya Namaskar was made. So you unwind. So if you unwind early morning and end of the night, at least your posture gets straight. And as I always demonstrate, you can see below, just put a pillow under your chest and lie down for half an hour morning and evening. You're unwinding yourself.
True.
Because the rest of the day you're going to do flexion. So we need to unwind. And I always feel that one of the best sports that one should do, whether as sports or as recreational or as exercise, is swimming. I have never seen a regular swimmer as a patient. They've never come to me.
True. And you also added something about these, the ear.
All the points of the body are in the ear. So if this is the fetus, if you see this is the head, so there's an eye point here where the woman put the earring. So earring was the point for the eye, so that women have beautiful eyes.
True.
But I always say sometimes the mistake is done. Just above the eye point is a tongue point. So if it is punched wrongly.
True. And your career proves that even behind the scene heroes can change the game. And what's one life lesson you learned on the cricket field that students today should carry with them?
Never take your defeat. Never say no. You don't know till the last ball. Anything can change. A number of matches we have seen that the last ball has changed.
Right.
What we thought we will lose, we have won. And when we think we had won, we could lose. So never say die. Wait till the last moment. Things can happen.
And with your humbleness, and let's put it this way, Dr.Ali Irani, would you like to share how you actually started your career as as a canteen boy and your tea connect? Of course, we know that Maska bun and Irani tea is very famous, but would you like to share that moment with us, how you grew up?
After schooling, I remember we had to come back by 1:30 home. I should do my homeworks and things till 4 o'clock. And almost 4 to 11 at night, I used to work in a canteen which was at Nanavati Hospital. Whether I was washing the dishes, whether I was a waiter, and hoping to get good tips. Then gradually promoted to be in the kitchen to make dishes. And then finally I was at the counter collecting cash.
Wow.
So
and then you got promoted, right?
Yes, as things went, maybe. So, but I still go to that, when I was asked to, I was in Bombay Hospital for more than 2 years. So when I was asked to come back to Nanavati to join there, I was very happy to go there. And still I have 5 of my workers who are working with me still in that canteen. So once a month I go and have lunch with them.
The same meal together.
Whatever they have, staff food.
Great.
So.
No wonder you inspire everyone you meet. And today, I was so inspired, along with all our students, faculty, everybody. And I'm sure that buzz will be there in our university till the time you come back again and leave some special notes for us. And before we end today, Dr.Ali Irani, one googly before we wrap it up. And if you weren't a physiotherapist, would you have been an opening batsman, a stand-up comedian, or dancer because you did Kathak, or an umpire who would have the final say?
I don't think so. If I wouldn't have been a physiotherapist, I think so I would have been a driver of some truck or bus.
Now, why that? I have to ask you why that.
Because I've traveled a lot. So
You're
driving.
a Guinness record.
Yes, I'm in Guinness book for covering 7 continents as the lowest time, 72 hours, 53 seconds. The earlier record was 86 hours, done by an Arab.
Wow.
Yeah, so during COVID, when I read that article, I wrote to him, congratulating him for that and all that. So very proudly he wrote back to me, "Ke nobody can break my record." So he thought,
Right.
So I told him, as far as I know, all records are supposed to be broken. Because throughout my career in cricket, I saw records being broken. So nobody can hold a record for long. It has to be broken. So I told him, I'm going to do it. I didn't say I'm going to try it. I said, I'm going to do it. So called up my friend, agent. I said, anything, even if in 85 hours I'm going to do it, I'm going to take a risk. And luckily things went my way and we did it in 73 hours. And the record still stands. I hope somebody breaks it. We want it to be broken, so that will give me an inspiration to make it faster, better. Normal flights.
Right.
We are not on chartered flight. Normal flights, and we have to use public transport. It was a tough thing.
I think no wonder you are an inspiration, and you inspire everybody you touch or you come across. Dr. Ali Irani, thank you for bringing us stories of grit, laughter, and lessons for all of us that go beyond sports. And what a delight it was to have you on this very special day here at the Assam Royal Global University. And we look forward, with our physiotherapy department in place, to see you more often. Good luck.
Thank you.
And may God bless you.
Thank you, D'com. I'm thankful to Assam Royal Global University. Thank you, Dr. Datta, for inviting me. And I look forward to come again, teach the students more. But it's a beautiful campus, lovely place. God bless.
I'm glad you liked it. Thank you so very much.